Hey guys, back in the fish shed. So I just wanted to give an update on the super red Bristlenose eggs. Um, I found these eggs on Sunday. Today is Wednesday, so it's day 3 or 4 of since the eggs were um, spawned. I believe they're supposed to hatch about 5 days, depending on the water temperature. So I don't see any wigglers. Um, the male left, as I mentioned in my last video, the male had left the cave. But it's funny, I was actually telling my daughter about this, and she called him a deadbeat dad. He's actually behind the cave right now. But I don't think that's the case. I think the one kind of flying around right now is a female. I had just put some bug bites in there, so they were kind of chawing on that. But I think it's, as I mentioned, I believe it's just because the cave is in the middle of the tank and this male is very inexperienced. This is probably his first um, batch of eggs, and when I come into the fish shed, he gets very skittish and swims off. So I've seen him go back into the cave on occasion and then leave. Um, I've also seen the female go into the cave as well, but the eggs are still there. Let's see if I can use a flashlight. The male is kind of in the back, so he kind of got spooked when I came into the fish shed to check on them. But yeah, the eggs are still there, but no wigglers yet. So hopefully by Friday, we'll see. Unless they go bad. It looks like there's one egg by the sponge filter over there that got kicked out. So maybe I'll try to get that egg and put it in a breeder box. I got this additional breeder box yesterday and set it up. Uh, um, so I don't have to vacate the other one on top here, which has the guppy fry. So I could put that egg in here. I really like these Fluval breeder box. They've been very useful, and they're just easy to work with. It's a lot easier to power feed, fry, and clean the waste and debris off the bottom of these boxes. So it's just, and then at the same time, it's using the volume from the 55-gallon tanks, the volume of water from the 55-gallon tanks to constantly put new water in. So, yeah, I really like these boxes. Anyway, she's just, kind of flying around, eating. And the male just, he's a lot smaller than she is. Oh, there she goes. She goes. Yeah, so sometimes she goes into the cave. But I believe that one's a female. But yeah, and then the male is somewhere hiding behind those two caves right there in the middle. Yeah. But yeah, the late eggs still look. Oops, I'm sorry. I'm looking at the wrong, pointing the camera at the wrong place. Um, yeah, the eggs still look okay. Yeah, I can't tell if this one's the male or the female actually. Let's see. might be the male. Oh, it is the male. I'm sorry. Yeah, the one under the glass in the back was a female, the bigger one. So that's good. So he's been going back, you know, occasionally. He doesn't stay in there the whole time. You know, he'll come out and feed. So, like I said, he's just inexperienced and, still learning. So, I think it's okay to just leave the cave there for now. Hopefully he gets used to it. But if this doesn't work out, the next time, maybe I'll have to put the caves in a different area of the aquarium so he feels a little bit safer to stay in the cave. So we'll see. This is the first time breeding these fleckos, so um, um, we'll learn as we go, I guess. So let's update on that. And then on the 40-gallon breeder racks, just did a water change on these. Made a complete mess. Spilled a bunch of water, but fortunately this shed has a concrete floor, so it's fine. Yeah, I just changed the water on the 40-gallon breeders. Ranchu has been doing good. Ranchi has been actually devouring a lot of the duckweed from this tank, and I had to clean this. I had to do a water change because there was so much of his poop that was all green. I don't know if you can see there's some on the driftwood there. Just tons of green poop everywhere because he's just been consuming all that duckweed. So that's good. Made a water change there. And then down here also did a water change. So yeah, this is just the albino full red guppies with the pair that I have with the fry. Well, they're doing fine. Threw some fluval bug bites in. Yeah, I've been kind of impressed with this food. All my fish really like it, from the cichlids to ranchu, and even the bristlenose. They'll come out and munch on it too. So yeah, it's really good food. But yeah, I'll let them work on that. Try to do it with one hand, and unfortunately I spilled a bunch on the ground. So. Okay, and in this tank, it was empty. I was at my local fish store, and I really like this fish store. They have really good customer service, unlike some of the other local fish stores. So I always try to go there and support them. They have all these different types of Corys. I've never had any Corys. Oh, there's a few right there. So I got 5 of them. I got the Sterbai Corydoras. I think they look really nice. Let's see, where are they? I'm swimming around in here somewhere. Yeah, I'll put some of this food in there. Let's see if it'll come out. Oh. Yeah, so yeah, they have all these kinds of Corys. They had panda Corys, Venezuelan Corys, Sterbai, albino, all kinds. I was the most interested in the panda Corys and the Sterbai. I thought they looked the best. I wanted the panda, but from what I read, it's they're much more fragile, and the owner kind of warned that yeah, they're extremely fragile. They have them on RO water, so sometimes when you transition over to tap water, they will die. So I decided to go with the Sterbai first. So we'll start with these. Oh, there they are. Yeah, they look really nice. Their fins have this gold color, and they're a schooling fish, so they kind of all stick together. But apparently they don't know where the food is. But yeah, look how nice they look. Yeah, so I'll quarantine these guys in here for a couple of weeks, and then I don't know, I might add them to the 10-gallon inside the house. From my understanding, they prefer cooler water, so the shed gets a little warm, especially during the summer. But we'll see. Yeah, it was a great view. Yeah, these tubs are actually kind of therapeutic. You know, like when you're looking at these guppies, it's fish keeping can actually be very relaxing. I don't know for anyone else, but at least for me, it's very relaxing at times. Let's see where they go. They're still not at the food. So, anyways, we'll leave them alone and see if they start eating. I put the bug bites in the guppy tubs too. Well, hopefully they figure out how to eat it. They're probably not used to it because I never fed them bug bites. Usually I feed them brine shrimp flakes or guppy pellets. Oh, and the other thing I want to mention is, yeah, if you have a spouse that is not into fish and um, and you have MTS, multi-tank syndrome. Mine's actually worse. It's multi-tank and tub syndrome. uh, I put these tub in the fish shed, and you get less complaints. So, like they say, out of sight, out of mind. So, just a pro tip. Tubs can be beneficial. You can have them outside, in the backyard, in the shed, whatnot, and it'll reduce the complaints from the spouse. So, just a pro tip. Oh, the Corys has found the food. So you can get a little view here. And not spook them about this big glare. Yeah, they're really nice. So let them be. And then when I was at the local fish store, I also picked up some yellowback shrimp. I had yellowback shrimp in this tank actually before, but when this tank bombed with ick and everything else. I mean, the ick didn't affect the shrimp, but I lost all the shrimp, and they were, these are not as high grade as the pearl shrimp that I had. Um, but these are also cheaper, so I just picked these guys up from the local fish store. Um, but yeah, they got 10 of those. Put them in yesterday, so far they look like they're doing okay. There's two right there. If there's any other, there's more in here. And the jungle valve is looking very green. It's got that dark green color again. So the root tabs looks like it's working. We'll just keep monitoring this tank. But yeah, I believe this is the yellowback shrimps. And over here on this other 10 gallon, I have the lights on very low because of the algae issues in here. I'm constantly pulling out hair algae, and I'm not sure how best to deal with this hair algae explosion. If anybody knows, please let me know. I heard hydrogen peroxide can help, but I don't know. I don't want to put too much in there. I've got some Bloody Mary, like just a couple of Bloody Mary shrimps in there. There's one in the back right there. Somewhere back there, right there. And then I have this longfin super red. It's doing a lot better now. It's starting to come out. When I keep the lights low, I think he or she actually likes it. So, he's at the front of the glass, which is great. But yeah, that's this tank. And this one's going well too. This is just the Dumbo right here with all the fry. Just tons of fry. So it'll be interesting to see if these guppies breed true. Yeah, I think I'm going to reduce the number of strains that I have for guppies, or just maintain what I currently have. I just want to focus on a couple, like the albino koi guppies. Those for some reason they don't breed true, and I think they're eating their fry because I don't get much fry, and if there are, there's only one or two left usually. So they must be eating it. But yeah, I want to focus on that one and the 24K gold, and then we'll see how these guys look. So, but yeah, I don't want to add too many different guppy strains. So that's kind of the game plan. Yeah, I do want to breed Bristlenose plecos, probably especially the long fin. I mean, the long fins on these, they look spectacular. It almost makes them look like a dragon or something. So, I definitely like these. And then I'm also interested in the Corydoras. I was actually at a auction this past weekend, and there were some Cory fry longfin available for auction. But I don't know, the Corys longfin, they don't look as appealing to me. I think with the bristlenose, the longfin really suits them. So especially when you get larger, I've seen images of these larger adult bristlenose with long fin, and they just look amazing. So I think they sell very well too. So I think I'll try to breed some of these long fins if I can get my hands on a pair. So we'll see. Anyways, that's it for today. Thanks for watching.